Do you ever wish you could tell right away if someone is telling the truth or not? Or maybe you want to get a better feel for a date so you know if they're worth your time. So let's get started. How are they dressed? Their outfit might offer clues about their personality or lifestyle. Look for anything that stands out about their fashion choices. Someone who's dressed in all designer clothes might care too much about appearances and what others think of them. Someone who wears bright or bold clothing might be more comfortable with attention, while someone who opts for subdued styles and neutral tones might prefer to stay out of the limelight. A person who wears edgy styles might be resistant to authority. Someone wearing classic, timeless styles might value tradition and predictability. What are their facial expressions saying? There are 7 basic emotions we express with our faces. These are joy, anger, surprise, fear, anger, sadness, and contempt, and they're usually pretty obvious clues to how someone is feeling. However, there are more subtle facial clues that can give you even more insight into what's going on. Raising their eyebrows if they're happy to see you. 3. Crinkling their eyes if their smile is genuine. Squinting their eyes if they disagree or they're confused. Pursing their lips could mean anger, bitterness, or contempt. Clenching their jaw could be a sign of tension or anger. Is the person making eye contact? Eye contact is usually a sign that someone is confident. If someone makes eye contact with you when you meet them, it may mean that they're self-assured and comfortable in a social setting. If they won't meet your eyes, they may be uncertain of themselves, although it's important to note that some people struggle with eye contact, even if they're otherwise confident. Is their body language opened or closed? Their posture can tell you how comfortable they are. If the person is sitting or standing with their arms open and their shoulders back, they're probably feeling relaxed and confident. This can be a sign that they're open to interacting with you. On the other hand, if their arms are crossed and their shoulders are hunched, they might be trying to close themselves off, so they might be feeling nervous, insecure. Are they finding reasons to touch you? Physical contact could mean they're attracted to you. If you are on a date or you're hanging out with someone you might be interested in, pay attention to whether they brush their hand, arm, or leg against you. These little touches could be their way of testing the waters to see if you're interested in them. Are there any tells that could indicate a lie? Some people might unconsciously signal when they're lying. Unfortunately, there's no universal giveaway that tells you someone's being dishonest. However, if a person does one of these things when they're talking, pay attention to what they just said. There's a chance it wasn't truthful. Some of these include touching their face or hair, sweating a lot, clearing their throat or taking a drink, avoiding eye contact or staring, speaking in a higher pitched voice than normal, using a lot of filler words like or going pale in the face, starting their eyes back and forth, blinking rapidly. Do they talk more than they listen? This can indicate that the person is self-centered. Do you feel like you have equal time to share your thoughts during a conversation? If a person doesn't make time to listen to the person they're talking to, they might struggle with qualities like empathy. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person, but it can be helpful to know early on if someone tends to be self-absorbed. Do they talk badly about other people? Gossip can be a sign of a toxic personality. Chances are, if someone is willing to badmouth others when they're not around, they'll do the same thing to you. If you notice this, it's probably best to steer clear of any close personal relationships with that person. For instance, if you are on a date and someone has a lot of negative things to say about their ex, it could be a sign they aren't accepting responsibility for their part in what went wrong. These are the few ways of reading someone. Thanks for watching the video.